In this video, I'm going to talk about planning engineer job interview. And when it comes to ADNOC Aramco, they don't forget to ask you about feed, front end engineering design. These are very famous, popular job interview questions. So if you are a site engineer, construction manager, and looking for another job opportunity in Gulf region, this is gonna be very, very important video for you people. So before getting into the detail of today's video, well, my name is Engineer Vikas Ahmed and I'm a trainer, coach for project planning, control, relay analysis and claims management. And I request you people to subscribe this channel so that in future I'm going to make any video, upload that video on my channel, you get that link on time. So let's talk about this perspective of job interview for a planning engineer. So here I'm going to share with you they are going to ask you in a job interview, do you have exposure of feed and EPC projects? How to answer this question? Yes, you will be able to answer this question in a narrative way. Like you have to build your narrative. You have to explain a little bit about feed, about your EPC projects, how they are different from other projects, right? Their statistics, their phases, there are different kind of terminologies like EPC project, a fixed time, fixed cost, and risk is totally on the shoulder of contractor. But when we talk about feed, we need to get into such kind of thing like, yes, I have been involved from concept like front end engineering design. This is very basic level design phase when project is just evolving. So through EPC execution on oil and gas projects such as pipeline and process units. So that should be your answer. It's very in straight way. In feed, my role was mainly scope definition, design coordination, and cost schedule assurance. And in EPC, I was responsible for detailed scheduling, interface management, and progress control. What I'm going to share with you in ahead of my video is gonna make it very clear for you people that how feed is gonna be like there in EPC projects before launching of any project in the midway through. So that will be more. So that is why from here to onward, the video is gonna be very, very important because this narrative which you are watching right now on your screen is not simply you have to say and they are going to accept it. You have to learn it, and moreover, if I mention here, if you want to join any oil and gas sector company, construction industry company where they are going to ask such kind of things, they are going to give you opportunity to join career as a planning engineer, as a construction manager, as a project manager. So you must give one time opportunity to yourself to join my upcoming live free masterclass. And even I am offering Gulf region based project trainings using Primavera P6 through which you can learn professionally all of these things and you can make yourself up to that level. So let's talk about this into the details. Like within feed, the next question, obviously, like they are going to ask what kind of documents are inside the feed document. So there are project framing, like kickoff workshop, that is an exercise in which all the teams are going to sit around the table and they are going to talk about the things when the project is going to be launched and all that. And the second most important thing is basis of design, like design criteria workshop in EPC projects. Within feed document, they are going to see that what kind of piping we are going to have with us, what kind of valves, their pressure ratings, their temperature ratings, and then hazard identification workshop. What kind of potential risk or threat or safety risk we can face possibly. So they are going to identify every possible aspect. Then alternative analysis, concept of option screening or value engineering. Value engineering means, like I will be talking about into the detail of with examples in my later slides, but value engineering is to calculate the alternatives, how we can save the cost, how we can optimize our project scope. Then process design studies, process engineers are going to make a closed loop diagram, how process will be in is will be running through this plant pipeline and all that procedure, equipment, sequence, all will be documented in this document. Plot plan, layout, 3D model, layout reviews, and constructability. Like this is construction methodology will be there. This document is going to define discipline design criteria, process instrumentation designs, hazard operability document, safety integrity level, layer of protection analysis, cause, schedule, execution strategy, your Primavera P6, feed, final review, and then there will be, design gate, decision gate 3, and final investment decision report. So let me share with you all of these things. Like, feed is all about removing ambiguity. Like, you are going to make removal of unclarity. You are going to make accurate the things. So that is what mean by feed. So when we run a structure sequence of workshops, all these things which I have narrated just in my last, screenshot, all will be going into the proper sequence. So let's talk about considering a pipeline construction project and how we are going to understand feed in more authentic and more practical version. So clear and frozen scope definition, after conducting this complete feed study, you are going to document your complete scope. What are scope limits is clearly defined. For a pipeline project, feed defines pipeline length, route diameter, material grade, design pressure, valve stations, scrapper traps, pigging facilities, tie-in locations, what is owner scope versus EPC scope. So you just now imagine that what is inside our scope baseline. That is the first document. Then basis of design, as an example, design codes like ASME, API, ANSI, environmental conditions codes, Korean philosophy like ACE MR07, insulation criteria, noise limits, overpressure protections as per your petroleum protocols and codes. Then for a gas processing train, basis of design defines feed gas composition ranges, product specifications, then dew point, maximum sulfur content, and operating facilities, flexibility, right? So if we talk about process and mechanical deliverables, so process flow diagrams and heat and material balancings for all operating and turnarounds. This is what I'm going to share with you, the inside studies, so that you should be able to answer that question, right? So preliminary PNI IDs with line sizes, their IDs, control loops, from where they will be fail safe to model. There are many open loop model, close fail. If something is pressure is more than the operating design limits, then it should be closed to save the surroundings. Safety valves, interlocks, equipment list. So all these things will be documented within our EPC feed phase, right? So when I talk about layout, plot plan, and 3D model, it means with equipment locations, main pipe racks, where we are going to place those things, buildings, where building will be constructed, substations, flare, roads, fire water, ringman, and then 3D model, usually 10 to 30%, just enough to prove constructability and safety distances. You understand the complete plant, the complete factory, mill, fertilizer, petrochemical industry, the complete that will be estimated where we are going to place our generator, compressor. Might be possible their distances are roughly buffered up to 10 to 30%, but it is going to give you a certain idea. In tank farm, feed defines dike capacity, tank capacity per API, location of foam pourers, fire monitors, access roads, right? So HSE and risk management documents. Within this, there is a study of hazard reports, action list, and closure plan. Safety philosophies are there. Environmental impact analysis report will be there. Feed may recommend additional gas detectors, blast resistance control building, or relocation of vent stacks after hazard. This study belongs to HSE department. They are going to identify these things. Project execution and contracting strategy. This belongs to planning oriented thing. Higher level plans in feed, you are going to compile your level 2 schedule, to which we call tender document. This is going to highlight higher level EPC will be phased, modularization strategy, construction access, logistics, shutdown window. If we talk about construction industry, there will be like engineering phase, procurement phase, construction phase. When we talk about shutdown industry, right now there is a, I'm going to attach their link above there. This is going to explain about EPC industry using Primavera P6. And right now you can see one more link over there. This is plant shutdown industry using Primavera P6. You can click those links and start watching what I'm talking about actually, right? So contracting strategy, how this project will be awarded, what are the contract types, how bidding procedures will be there, right? So that will be also finalized within feed. So splitting of a pipeline EPC package from a central processing facility EPC package to de-risk permitting and land issues. Some, such kind of things you are going to add within your feed. And cost estimates and schedule for final investment decision. You are going to make American Association of Cost Engineer class 3 by 4 estimate with defined accuracy range 15 to 25% up and down. There will be level 1 or level 2 schedule, which is going to show higher level milestone deliverables, and it is going to give an idea to the awarding authority or contractor that what kind of deliverables they need to deliver by the end of this project. So that actually compiles about the feed document, right? So as an answer to this question, what is your exposure to the feed or EPC project? This is very simple, that I have been part of feed in which we were supposed to deliver all these documents which I have narrated one by one. And within EPC, I was supposed to start scheduling within Primavera P6 as a planning engineer. And moreover, I was responsible to integrate or coordinate with my team to get DPRs and update those progress report in Primavera P6 and take that data into Excel and draw different kind of reporting and all that. So this is enough to satisfy to job interviewers, but you should have satisfactory knowledge. So if you are looking forward for yourself a career which is going to get you higher salary, white collar job, oil and gas opportunities, long term secure job career in Gulf region, along with skill learning, I'm gonna guide you about career growth, career coaching, and career awareness in Gulf region, in US market, in European market, because there are many opportunities as a planning engineer to offer freelancing remote jobs capacity, right? So write in the comment section area if you are interested. Write there Primavera P6 project planning control. My team is going to approach you and manage it to hand over live free masterclass link in which you are going to interact with me and get many amazing things in terms of question answers, in terms of much valuable data I'm going to share there. See you in my next video.